to look at, planetary karma, your collective karma, and the karma of the people within whom you're part of, and so forth. When you become more enlightened, you'll think more collectively, more in terms of groups, more in terms of the consciousness of humanity. It's quite interesting when you, so say you look at, say, from my perspective, because I'm talking to you about my perspective, and most of you and most of human beings look at their physical bodies and their civilization, and our present scientists and things are looking at the stars with their telescopes, and they're saying, is there life out there? And of course, those of us who have any sort of perceptions say life is everywhere. Everything is alive. And we can see the devas, we can, but what I'm getting to here is that human beings think they have such a gross exaggeration of their power or their importance in the scheme of things. You just need to understand that the Earth itself is but a speck of dust in our solar system, basically, and in our local galaxy, it's just a speck of dust. And that galaxy is just one of billions, trillions, basically. Such a minute aspect. And human beings think that they're the lords of the universe. No, it's not so. We are the lowest level of life, of conscious life that exists in the universe. The very, very, very lowest level. We're the fourth of the human streams that have evolved through the solar system. It's the last. It's difficult for human beings to understand just how, almost like a yapping chihuahua to a giant is, in terms of where they're really at as units of consciousness or units of life. It's very difficult to properly explain. Now, like Sahara sort of saw Master Serapis in her dreams, and just saw when he manifested something like the comparative spiritual age, something like 3 meters high compared to her. That's just comparative, but he is still young. He's a Buddha on the inner realms. He's the same spiritual age as Gautama was. It's difficult for any of you to properly understand. He's a Buddha, but comparatively, he's a youngster in cosmos. When he goes out and travels into cosmic space, which is what he's preparing to, something like a baby. He's actually just an animal. The same was the Buddha when he left in cosmos. On the planet, oh yes, he's the asim of evolution, but not when he leaves our Earth. He's a baby, having to make his way in a vast cosmic space of solar systems of come and gone, come and gone, come and gone, and bred human beings billions and billions and billions of years ago. They've evolved since then. Galaxies have come and gone, come and gone, come and gone, done the same, right? The orders of magnitude of human units and the way they've evolved in space is staggering. I try to explain, I'll give an insight to that in my book on esoteric cosmology. Some of you can look it all up, the levels of correspondences. But so it's again to try to get a proper perspective of where you really are at in time and space, what we are at in time and space. Now, as individual units, we're not so much, not even me, but collectively, all of us, a bigger entity, a much bigger entity, right? We're an organism. And it's that organism that a being which the Christians like to call a God can look through, can put energies through, not the individual units, but the whole organism. It's like you. Your cells in your body are just, what you are. But you don't think of an individual cell. You just think, oh, my stomach hurts, or suddenly got a heart pain or something like that. It's the whole organ that gives you problems. The cells come and go. They die, billions of them die every day. You don't know about that. But if suddenly you get kidney failure, you know about that because there's billions of little cells in that kidney causing a problem. Same with a group such as this. It's the collectiveness, the oneness that allows the eye of God to pour energies through. And when you are functioning like a bell, the energies it can pour through are very, very powerful. But before the energies can pour through, the substance that withstands the intensities of the energies must be cleansed out. And so that's the process. Individually, you work upon yourself, a group works upon itself as well. And as you start to cleanse yourself, then you'll be able to receive strong energies and begin to be trained to become the magicians that you really are. Not with, you'll have on the inner realms your regalia, your wands, your rods of power and so forth, but on the physical plane, it's a different story. You don't need those things, but what you need is the right environment to work in.